The first of 2 days of competition in the ladies' individual figure skating saw 30 athletes perform their short programme routines. The top 24 would qualify for the next round. All 3 Olympic athletes from Russia are viewed as potential medalists in this event. Among those still to skate, though, was her compatriot Alina Zagitova. This triple-triple jump sequence was by far the highest scoring of the entire session. She received a higher technical score than Medvedeva, and in doing so set a new world record score just moments after Medvedeva had done the same. So these are the 24 skaters who've qualified for the next round of competition, the free skating, which will be held later in the Games.
Grace and beauty and the medal count depends on how you measure success. It's day 12 at the 23rd Olympic Winter Games. And hi again, everyone. Jimmy Roberts with you from our studio here at the International Broadcast Center. Jam-packed day here in PyeongChang, including the women's downhill and figure skating, a big men's hockey game. And here to help us break it all down, our panel of experts, our very own gold medalist, 1984 Olympic champion Scott Hamilton, Nick Zaccardi of NBCOlympics.com, and Tim Layden of Sports Illustrated. Okay, we start with figure skating, ladies' short program, and as they say, a child shall lead them, and she certainly did. Scott, give us some historical perspective. How good was what we saw on this day? It apparently was so good it was a record twice.
Yeah, I mean, these 2 Russian women are just beyond description. It starts with coaching, obviously. Their coach, Terry Tubrice, has just found something, found a way of coaching, found a way of preparing athletes, and really just building this amazing reservoir of extremely competitive athletes. Alina Zagitova won today. This triple Lutz, triple loop combination is just remarkably pure in its technique. And again, triple flip, just went right in, arms over the head, which is extremely difficult. But all of her athletes are that way. They're all that way. She won today. Here's the thing. She is the reigning junior world champion. Wow. This is her first season in the senior ranks. She's up against her rink mate, training mate, Yevgenia Medvedeva. And guess what happens? She beats Medvedeva straight up, short and long at the Europeans, the first time they really ever competed head-to-head. And now Medvedev is going, no, this is my turn. I've been undefeated for 2 years. What's going on? But it's going to be a repetitive situation with these young women. But Zagitova was perfecter.
Yeah, well, these Russians, it seems like every year we get a new Russian until Yevgenia Medvedeva came along. And like you said, undefeated for 2 years. And now, just when she's hitting the biggest competition of her life, another new Russian is taking it from her. Is it just bad timing for Medvedeva?
Well, yeah, it's bad timing. She sees it every day. You know, I mean, if you see it every day, you can try to, like, figure out a way to up your game. I don't really think that she truly understood that Zagitova was going to beat her. I thought that she said, I'm the queen of my rank. I've got my coach. I've got that. She's very good, but I'm the world champion, and she's a junior.
She's 15 years old. We should just make the point that if she should go on to win, she'd be the second. She will, huh? You're making the,
so.
It's the early call here. We don't make the early call in sports, okay?
Never mind.
If Zagitova wins, she'll be the second youngest Olympic champion ever. I think just 26 days older than Tara Lipinski was 20 years ago. She's 15, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, she's really good. I mean, when I watch her, I'm totally mesmerized, because where Medvedeva is really based in drama and that pathos that comes out of Russian performances, Zagitova is 100% based in the classics. She has a very classic, learned style at 15 years old. But what's really, truly amazing about her is she would make some mistakes, silly mistakes, you know, in her development. And now she seems like she's locked on. In practice the other day, she was skating to kind of other people's music, just having fun. And she was doing triple Lutz, triple loop combinations. And nobody does. No, that's hard. But, I mean, who does that? She is technically pure, and it comes down to coaching, and it comes down the way that they prepare their athletes.
All right, Tim, let me just hit you with this. This is basically devolved into an A flight and a B flight. Yeah. It's the 2 Russian women and everybody else. Can you think of another sport that you've covered where, you know, we've kind of arrived at a situation like this?
We've seen some superior Olympic athletes. Obviously, the names that come to mind are Phelps and Bolt. Phelps and Ryan Lochte in some events were far superior to everybody else. Bolt and I guess Johan Blake at one time, you'd say, but, you know, Justin Gatlin was in there. But the question I have for Scott is, you never know whether that's a function of superiority at the top or mediocrity below. I mean, are they so good, or is there just no one to challenge them?
Yeah, and I would say, you know, right now they're so dominant that, you know, you could make an argument both ways. Caitlin Osmond today from Canada was extraordinary. Her jumps are so explosive and so huge, where the Russian jumps are very much controlled and technically pure. Caitlin's jumping over small family dwellings and doing it in combination and with personality. So when I saw what the Russians were doing today and their marks, and it was record, whatever, and then I saw Caitlin come out and put in like pizzazz, personality, and deliver the goods, I was like, oh, that's going to be really close. What? When I don't understand. She's like 3 points behind, and that's a lot after the short program.
There's some struggles. I mean, figure skating, we've seen it in the singles at least.
From the figure skating perspective, Scott, what do you see?
You know, it's like, you know, pick your poison. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I think we had so many, after the 61 crash, you know, the world came to the United States to help them build back their figure skating program. And in that commitment, you had Carlo Fassi, John Nix, you had all these, Ron Ludington. They created these dynasties of athletes coming through their programs. The U.S. figure skating had a lot of money. They were able to do a lot of things. And, you know, when those coaches retired, there's a lot of coaches coming up, but they're not there yet. They're great coaches. U.S. figure skating doesn't have the same amount of money coming in. The skating industry's hit a little bit of a dip. And so, you know, there's a lot of things. It's leadership at the top is good, but they just need more cash. Yep. The coaches are good, but they just need more experience, and they need to start developing more athletes. And honestly, we got to teach our athletes how to be competitive under extreme circumstances. And right now, they have almost everybody gets a bye to the national championships. There's no carrot there to kind of work through your problems and figure out a way to be ultra competitive.